What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Punch Drunk Nerd, the podcast where three friends, three amigos, three bambinos come together and talk about nerd shit. This week, we are talking about Caught Stealing, the latest movie from Darren Aronofsky. That's our feature discussion. But before we do all that, we always talk about the news. This week, I'm going to talk about the new iOS 26, the new update for Apple. But before we do all of that, we must say our names. My name is Luis Gonzalez, and with me is
Miguel Sanchez
and Deadpool.
And today we have a little bit of a special treat. This episode is brought to you by Cutwater. Cutwater, live your dreams. Just kidding. We all bought this Cutwater to try it out today. So before we talk about Apple and the new iOS, when I lose both of these guys, we said let's cut into these Cutwaters, and we all have different flavors. For those who are listening, I have Long Island iced tea. Miguel, what do you have?
I have the lime margarita.
Ed,
and I've got the vodka mule.
I want to say too that our percentages are different.
We just found that out.
Yeah, okay, Louis, tell yours first.
So I have the Long Island. I already said that. It's 13% alcohol, but it's made with 2+ shots. Real spirits is what it says.
Yeah. I've got a lime margarita. My ABV is 12.5%.
It's like a bottle of wine.
Fuck.
Yeah. And mine is a paltry 7%. With
that's a beer.
It says made with like 1+ shots of real vodka.
How many shots do you have,
context,
I'll let Ed talk while I find that.
Okay. It's on the little stamp next to.
Oh, yeah. 2+ shots.
Yeah,
me too. Okay, 2+
tequila,
points.
triple second lime juice.
Wait, how did you read that? Oh, I see. Long Island iced tea with Cutwater vodka, rum, gin, and tequila.
Mine's
this is kind of crazy. Are we just drinking cocktails in this can? Okay.
Straight up.
Basically.
So, the whole reason I asked to do this was because I've been seeing so many memes where people are like, dude, you get fucked up on these Cutwaters. And I'm like, I've had so many seltzers and like cocktails in a can.
It's like, meh.
They're fine. You know, they're good. They're fine, you know. So I felt like it'd be silly to put it to the test and be like, if I get to a second one, we got to shut it off.
And here I am. I got like the most basic one. Damn.
You were working with Ed.
We drink one.
You had a big trouble trying to find them anyway.
I
so
did.
The fact that you got one.
And tonight was like more evidence to that, because like the entire Cutwater shelf was basically empty, all except this one box of the vodka mule. So I really had no choice. I looked on my phone real quick to see if any of the other places nearby had it. It was either like not in stock or the vodka mule. So you know, there are some on their list that I have been keen to try.
Which one? Peppermint bark.
The Mai Tai one looked good. The I did, you know, I was down to try the margarita one. And then there's a lemon drop martini.
Let's crack them open, boys.
But all of these sound good. We should just do it.
Oh, I'll open
3, 2, 1.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, that's crisp.
Fucking yeah.
Oh, I can smell it. Oh, fuck.
Ooh. Okay, this is no joke. You expect you're going to get a, what's it called, a White Claw.
My
that's
already
straight up.
I'm at a party and someone just handed me a cup full of alcohol.
Oh, fuck. Wow. All right, Luis, let's hear about this Apple news.
Yeah, you guys are going to have a
fucked up.
party.
Yep,
I'm going to have to drink like 3 of these just to keep up with you guys.
I'm already wasted. Okay, so
we know.
What is this guy saying? My boss is texting me. iOS 26. Okay, first off, guys, have you not downloaded the new update? Don't do it, because it has liquid glass, and liquid glass is terrible. Am I starting to get used to it? Maybe I am. But maybe that's Stockholm syndrome, because I don't know. When I first saw this, it's bulky, it's big. It feels like the Apple developers are getting old. Everything is bigger, everything is bulbier, everything is like, clearer. And then remember when it first came out, everything was tiny, everything was little, everything was like, we don't want to do too much. We have simple menus. Now there's complicated menus. Everything takes up the whole fucking screen when I get a notification. And now they introduce this liquid glass, and it takes a while on the eyes. I didn't like it. I hated it at first. So that's like a big update. And what else did I wanted to say here?
Can we see it real quick?
Oh, you want to see it? Okay. Well, it's kind of hard. But
Okay, well, yeah, all right. Oh, that's not bad. That's kind of nice.
I mean, it looks
like
nice.
yeah, they added this new typography where it's the tall one. I love that, actually. That's a really cool addition. Oh, I got to put my fucking... No, but the cool part about it is the scrolling. Let me do it. Hold on. Can you see it?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay. So in the corners, is like glass reflecting. Do you see that?
Yeah. As it goes over the background. Very clever.
Oh, what the fuck? Anyway, there it is with the glass. And you can't really tell, to be honest. Like a new camera logo right there.
Mm.
Oh, that's funky.
Yeah, it's a bit funky. I don't know. I would say be careful. They also added this new text message feature where you can create backgrounds and themes to your stuff. And everything just feels like they done it up a little bit, like a lot. They're like, hey, this word's going to bounce around. This word's going to bounce around, glow, and then it's going to vibrate for 2 seconds, and then the message will send. And it's like we're doing a lot of little extra things that I feel like in 2 weeks I'm going to love, but right now I don't like, you know?
Ed, just to I'm assuming you're the same way. My software update right now, I could do iOS 18.7, or I can jump straight to iOS 26. That's a big jump.
I love that you brought this up, Miguel, because I had the same fucking reaction.
Okay, all right.
I was like, why? What the fuck happened to 23, 24, 25?
I mean, that's a huge leap.
No, what they did is they changed it to the year now. So the iOS is attributed to the year.
Kind of like FIFA. So they always like do the next year, it's like FIFA 26.
Yeah.
FIFA 2K, big
It'll be iOS 2K 27. You'll get iOS 27. You'll play.
Dang.
You can play 2K 27 games on your iOS 27 . So that is
oh shit, it's downloading 26. Right now.
It does have the same thing, Miguel. I can do the 18.7.
So the 18.7 will keep you into the old ways, the ways that I remember. You're gonna have to take some adjustment period, to be honest. It feels like older people are designing because it's getting bigger.
I do wonder, because Ed, you obviously are known for not upgrading. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's like, is this one of those things where
it takes an app not working for me to have to update?
I think there have been significant moments in the iPhone history where a new iOS comes out where it's not just like an update to the previous one, but it's like a brand new iOS feature where it's like, oh, the whole phone changed. Yeah. I think it was like the iPhone. I think it was like iOS. What was it, like 7 or something like that? No, I'm mixing up the numbers, but it was like there was one in like iPhone 4 when like the 4 came out where it was like they completely changed the way iPhone looked, and that was kind of like the standard of, hey, when your iPhone changes, it needs to feel like this moment again, where it's like, holy shit, this is not just another iPhone in my hand. It like is the whole upgrade, the whole package. But I'm curious, would you like, cause I'm leaning towards, I know Luis is saying he doesn't like it, but I love when the design changes and it's like
a design change
and it feels like a new phone for free. I kind of love that when that happens. Yeah. Ed, you're thinking maybe no?
Well, just because Luis came in so negative about it, like it was such an adjustment. And you know me, like I can't handle too much of a upgrade.
This is what's going to happen. Miguel's going to update, and then he's going to beg you to update it as well because of the funny shit we're doing on messages.
It's like, hey Ed, imagine you updated your OS.
It could go both ways. It could also be like, Ed, just don't. You're just going to hate it, because I feel like I'm pretty good about calling it when Ed's not going to like something.
I love that. Yeah, absolutely.
That's why we're friends.
I think so.
Miguel is trailblazing it for Ed on the.
For Ed, I was going to say, you have it already.
No, I already have it. But then Ed is holding Miguel's hand as far as like marking what movies he's seen. You both have each other's back.
We are the yin and the yang of a certain...
Yeah. Which reminds me, I need to add...
No, but on the same side that like you could say, oh, Ed doesn't ever want to update, you could also point to Luis, who is like consistently updating.
I used to be on that like, beta mode where it's like the beta OS.
Like, did you accidentally download iOS 26, Luis?
Somebody was talking about it at work, and
there you go.
Like, oh, it's time.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, so
are you talking about the new OS?
It doesn't matter who it is. Someone's already talking about it, and Luis is like, "Whoa, what are you talking about?" Hold on. Wait. Do I do it now? Can I download it now? Let me get it now. I've had so many like app invitations from Luis where it's like, no one is using this app. No, trust me, dude. Everyone's talking about it. You're like, okay, maybe. All right. Yeah, sure. I'll do it.
I thank you for going on that journey with me on those.
I think it's fun. I think because there's a moment where I know I've learned it's like, yeah, I could either do it now and have fun with it, and then later be like, oh, it's no big deal, or like it'll be the next big thing and I'll be missing out, and it's like, oh well, fuck, Luis really was like finger on the pulse, you know?
Yeah. I wish that would have made me feel good too.
Yeah, you're like 3 for 10, I think.
I think that photo app, I forget the name of.
Yeah,
it's probably. It's got a community and it's living, but it's not big. It's very tiny.
No, but that is my like go-to example for you, because it was like I sent that invitation to so many people and people were like, what is this? And I was like, no, Luis says it's good. Like, you should.
Who's Luis?
I sent it to someone and they're like, they use it all the time, but that they're in LA, so that makes sense. You know, I feel like LA are the ones who are.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Like, we're over here stuck in like not reality. Everyone else is like, we're not
Hollywood land.
I tell you what, let me get halfway through this Cutwater, then I'm going to bring up the fact that you and Eric hung out, and that blows my mind.
Oh yeah, we had a good time,
dude. It's in my back pocket. Don't worry. Wait till later in the episode. All right.
Oh no. All right. Some iOS updates. I have my list here. So now they're going to have AirPods. If you put your AirPods in, you push some buttons, you'll be able to live translate with somebody. We tried to do this at work. Didn't work. So I don't really know. That means,
but do you have to have the newest,
hard to set up? What's that?
Do you have to have like the newest AirPods though? Is like the next gen you have to have?
Maybe. Damn.
What do you give a shit, Ed? You don't even have AirPods. What the fuck are you talking about?
Do you have AirPods? Thank you very much.
What gen?
Which ones?
I don't fucking know. I went on Amazon and I was like, I need new AirPods.
You bought them on Amazon?
Dear Mr. Amazon, I need new
Amazon
AirPods.
Doesn't even sell iPhone products.
It does, absolutely.
It's all refurbished.
Resale. It's all refurbished.
Well, hang on.
Yeah, I was on Amazon and I Klarna'd some AirPods from
I did Klarna it.
2008.
I did Klarna it. You can't.
I don't know. I think it might be for everybody who knows. But there's a way to translate like "Hola, cómo estás," and then to you, it's like "Hello, how are you?" So we didn't figure it out. So maybe it'll be a bit of a hustle to get there.
That is one of those where I feel like we're in the beta in general in life, where it's like that is maybe not quite there yet.
Oh,
but there is a year.
Like that.
Yes, where it's like in Guardians of the Galaxy, where they're like whole. They don't. It's like the lore of it all is that they all have translators and it's all translating people.
Can we make a movie out of that? Can we have a movie where they have AirPods and they're communicating, but they're speaking their language? I feel like that's like kind of a trippy. Do you want to do that, Ed?
No, I got the Apple AirPods 4 wireless earbuds.
Show us.
I'd leave them at what you can't see it.
How's your brightness on your phone?
I keep it like no, it's like quarter of a way down.
101.
Like that's the lowest.
Oh yeah, flip it up so we can see it.
That looks good for a camera.
Oh yeah. Okay. I see it.
It's definitely They're recent, right? They were new. I'll tell you what, they were newer than my old ones.
They're not the AirPod Pros.
No, but not the AirPod Pros.
I'm just saying.
You know what's funny is my
AirPods.
My AirPods are actually the same. I've owned them for as long as I've been married. Because I bought us AirPods. 2 years?
Yeah. Sound like a fucking record?
Oh my god! I feel like we've done so much together. I feel like we've done so much together.
How often do you guys buy new AirPods?
I have
that was the first time.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's a lie. That's a lie.
I've had AirPods.
Thank you.
For maybe 6 years total, and like 4 years ago, I had to get a second pair because the first ones died on me.
Yeah, see, the first ones died on me, and then they were super expensive. That was when my parents cut me off, and I was like, well, I can't get any more AirPods. So I went on Amazon, and I got like $55 Beats. They were connected.
Yeah.
And that's what I lived on. I was like, oh my God, I didn't know you could get such good quality for $55. And then 2 years ago, I got back on the AirPod train because we were traveling to, Europe, and we're going to be on the airplane. We're going to be traveling. And so I was like, all right, we'll put a payment plan on the Apple credit card, get 3% back. I'm going to get those AirPods and the sound canceling. Beautiful. And I still have them. So
Nice.
So these AirPods come with I know we're going down a rabbit hole now, but these ones had the option of going with or without noise cancellation. Naturally, being the cheapskate I am, I went without because I'm already deaf in one ear in it. So
fucking do this job,
to
yeah.
just buy one AirPod. No, right.
Well, the good thing
Noise
about
transparency.
noise cancellation is that when you're in the plane, you can actually put the volume down. So like you're used to listening to content blasted all the way just so you can beat the white noise in the airplane.
Sure, yeah.
When you have active noise cancellation, you're like, God damn, this is loud. And then you can bring it back down so your ears aren't as, you're not hurting your ears as much with noise canceling.
Right.
Heart rate. So if you have an Apple Watch, you can now tell your heart rate through your AirPods. That's crazy for the new ones. Okay, this is a big one for me. Blood pressure. Oh, look, we're getting old. The Apple Watch will be able to detect your blood pressure and detect hypertension, which is pretty dope. A sleep score for someone like me who can't track my own sleep. People who have problem tracking their own vitals. Me. This app is getting greater. We're getting figuring out how long we're sleeping, how well we're sleeping. What's our hypertension looking like? There's a cool new selfie mode. iPhone Air. You guys see this iPhone Air business? How thin it is?
Yeah.
You know what? I guess the theory's already out there why they're doing it, right?
No.
What's the
They're
theory?
They're getting ready for the
glass,
the foldable iPhone, and they're seeing how thin they can go because if you collapse both of those thin ones, then it won't be like a brick.
Yeah.
What I think it was you, Miguel. You sent us a reel where somebody like saw that and they were just like, if I sat on that, I'm gonna break it. Like they should have a weight limit for the iPhone glasses.
He said if I sit on that, it's gonna turn into a Pringles. It's like, yeah. I know, same. Yeah, like that phone.
It's too thin. I have to go to the store and see it.
The back when the iPhone 6 came out, that was when they were like, look how thin an iPhone can be. And then that was like the big YouTube trend at the time was
the bending,
watch me bend it. What's the bend test? And that was kind of like a standard for a while was the iPhone 6
Dude, they
bend
used to
test.
have glass on the back of a phone.
Yeah.
Like that shit used to crack.
That thing would shatter.
Yeah.
Dude, my wife
titanium. Now the shells are titanium because they went through that whole bend gate.
My wife recently took her case off of her phone because it broke or something, and so she's just been using it without it. And my son used her phone for something the other day, and he was like bringing it around back to her, and he just dropped it out of his hand. And I was like, "No, what are you doing?" But no, it's like it holds up now. It's not as like there was those years, like you're saying, where it was all glass, and it was like the moment it would hit the ground, it would shatter.
Yeah. Everyone you knew would have just that shattered glass art.
That back screen, hell yes, dude.
And it was black. You know what I mean? Okay, we're done. Let's talk about the Anaconda trailer.
Oh shit. Okay. Listen, this is a rare one that I have the trailer of the week because it's like, me? But this
if you want like something that Miguel is going to get jazzed up about, like I was just going through the reels earlier the other day, and it was like Cocaine Bear came up and stuff like that. Miguel get pumped up for a B movie fuckfest.
Hell yeah, dude! Hell yeah!
Anaconda is the latest and greatest. So yeah, take away, Miguel. Sorry.
I mean, yeah, there's something about like a creature feature. You know what I mean? Like it's silly, it's fun. Jack Black and Paul Rudd are the stars of this movie, and they're obviously having fun with it.
Yeah.
When they first got announced, I remember thinking, "Oh, they're remaking Anaconda. That's kind of a weird pair." But then it was like the Tropic Thunder of it all. Like, no, they're making the movie Anaconda.
They're making the remake of
the remake of Anaconda, and wouldn't you know it, they're making the movie for real now. And it's like, okay, that's not super unique, but it just like fits the vibe of what they're doing. And I watched the trailer. The first thing I saw was the poster, and someone in the comments of that was like, "This poster is god awful," and I was like,
"It's always awful.
It's not great. It's not great." But it's like Paul Rudd and Jack Black, and it's like, you know, if you're on board with the two of them, you kind of get their vibe right away. This is kind of my overall theme is watching the trailer was like, Yeah, you kind of get it. You kind of just get it watching the trailer. I do think it gives away a few too many like of the fun bits.
Yeah.
It does make me think like maybe that's just like the intro of the bit, and then the real bit of it all is going to be really funny, or they're just showing you like the bit, and it's like it's kind of
it's like let's try and rope people in.
Like there's a whole, I don't mean to spoil too much. I don't know if anyone gives a shit, but there's like a whole moment where like apparently Jack Black gets like eaten by the snake, and they use him as bait because he's dead. And then right before they cut to it, they're like, he's alive. And it's like, oh, well, that feels like a bit you should have saved for the movie.
Because that bit actually did crack me up in the trailer.
Yeah.
Like when I realized what they were doing, because I kept seeing these pictures of Jack Black taped to a dead hog.
Yeah.
Funny imagery there. Great.
And and also you have to assume that they're doing the whole John Voight bit where he gets eaten and then like spit up by the snake. Do you remember Anaconda? Do you guys remember that movie?
No. Bits and bobs, yeah. It freaked me out. To be honest, it was
John Voight gets eaten by the snake at one point, and then he gets like what do you call it? Regurgitated, and he's still alive, but he's like dying from like the stomach acids, and he's like, and he dies. But it's like that's obviously what they're doing with Jack Black in this moment is he's like been eaten and then spit up again.
Yeah. Made the anaconda choke.
Yeah, exactly. Some dumb shit like that. And so it's kind of like, and also it's like they set up the movie and it's like, and we bought this anaconda and it's like a, like tiny, a real live anaconda. And then they accidentally like drop it in the water and it gets cut up by the boat blades, which is fucking hysterical if that's what they're doing. And it's like, why did you show this bit? Like that's so it's so much funnier if I don't know these things are going to happen.
Like just allude to the the story,
and we lost the snake, and now there's the real one or whatever.
Right? Yeah.
This was a poor trailer. This is what I was trying to tell you guys. Is I don't think this was a great trailer for a movie, especially one that seems like it could be really funny. But we'll just have to wait and see. I don't know. Like I said, to Ed's point, I loved Cocaine Bear, so I'll probably see this one in theaters.
But I mean, I'll add it to the list ahead of time. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say Luis loves Jack Black, but then I remembered it's Kevin Hart that Luis likes.
Oh, I love both. I fucking love Jack Black. Are you kidding me? I love
shit,
School
my
of
bad.
Rock. You know what I mean? I love Pick of Destiny.
Okay.
Fucking put the clocks in the house walls in the list too. Why don't you?
The one with Jack Black and Eli Roth.
Yeah.
And Kate Winslet. Or Kate Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett. That's right.
Yeah. What's it called?
The clock.
The house with clocks in the walls. Is that what I said earlier?
No. Yeah. I was like, that Cutwaters cutting. All right, dude.
We cutting up. Anaconda, check it out. Coming out, I'm going to guess February of 2026.
Well, right now they're saying December, but I can see this movie. I can see this movie getting bumped way back into February or March or January even.
I don't know.
It's already got a review. How is the reviews already out? It's 3.9.
No, that's a lie.
They put the reviews out too. Oh, this is the first movie. My bad. Okay.
Apparently, Jack Black replaced Nicolas Cage on this.
Oh, that's funny.
So
interesting.
That would have been a whole different vibe.
Cage.
Yeah, Paul Rudd, Nick Cage. Steve, I was gonna say like a little shout out to good old Steve Zahn. I like Steve Zahn.
He knows how to have
every
fun
now and again. Yeah, exactly.
He's season 1 of
White Lotus.
White Lotus.
Him and Jack Black were in a movie together, which was
Saving Silverman.
Well done. Yeah.
There you go.
Fuck yeah. Fuck, you thought you were gonna fucking get me there, yeah.
No, I thought that was an easy one. So.
Oh fuck. Oh, right.
That was McGill's frame for the day.
Okay, so previous movies. This guy directed The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Oh, okay. No wonder he was trying to get Nick Cage.
Nick Cage, yeah.
Nick Cage. And this is going to be good. And then That Awkward Moment, which is with Miles Teller, Zac Efron, and Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, yeah. 3
best friends find themselves where we've all been, at that confusing moment in every dating relationship when you must decide, so, where is this going? 6.1. All right, let's talk about the feature discussion.
Let's
do it.
Take it away, Ed. I feel like we all had a section. I had the first, Miguel had the second.
Okay, fair enough.
Take the third.
All right, guys, you all know Darren Aronofsky, acclaimed director of such movies like Miguel.
Hang on.
Luis.
Pie?
Miguel.
Requiem for a Dream.
Is it Requiem for a Dream? That's what I was going to say.
Okay, Luis.
The one that he literally just had, The Whale.
Damn
it. Miguel.
Fucking. Wasn't he going to do...
Luis.
The Fountain.
Miguel.
I don't know. I could picture
Black Swan.
Black
Noah.
Swan, the next one.
Mother.
Noah.
I saw those with
Noah.
Mother. Yes,
I never saw
damn
Noah.
it. A film by Darren Aronofsky.
Mother,
Yeah. I feel like there was a time where he was going to do like a superhero movie too.
He was going to do a Batman. He was going to do
Batman, right?
Returns, or The Dark Knight Returns.
After Noah, I stopped watching him because I missed his other one, The Mother, and then there was another. Was there another one?
I saw Mother.
No. Say it right, Luis.
Mother.
That's one of my favorite early clips for the podcast. It was like year one, and you were like,
Mother. I like Noah. Noah's one of those weird ones.
Okay.
Okay.
But-
How many times have you seen it?
At least 3 or 4 times. I saw it twice in theater. Was that like too high, not too low?
I didn't expect me to go. I was like, I've seen it one time.
You said at least 3 or 4 times?
And this is not a big Darren Aronofsky film. This is
not
like,
even the one that people talk about.
The one. Imagine the other one.
It's embarrassing.
That's great. No, we got to have a real cinephile on this podcast, Ed.
Oh my god,
That's
that shit
right.
hurts.
Man, I want to say I almost saw that twice in theaters, at least, maybe. I saw it on IMAX even. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, Darren Aronofsky is back. His latest movie, Caught Stealing, might be like one of his more accessible movies, really.
I know, after all those like deep, dark movies you just listed out about depressive elements in your life. No, here comes Caught Stealing.
Yeah, this is like if Darren Aronofsky was trying to do a Coen Brothers film.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
So it's got Austin Butler, Zoë Kravitz, Regina King. Let's see,
Liev Schreiber.
Matt Smith.
Liev Schreiber.
Liev Schreiber, Vincent
Liev
D'Onofrio.
Vincent D'Onofrio, that's right. That person from Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
Yeah. The older Jewish lady.
That's who that is, right? I was watching her and I was like, "Is that her?"
Yeah,
Okay.
Carol
she's
Kane.
also, but she's also from. She's also the.
She played Booby in this movie. Her name was Booby.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, Caught Stealing follows a burned out ex-baseball player, Hank Thompson, who unexpectedly finds himself embroiled in a dangerous struggle for survival amidst the criminal underbelly of 1990s New York City, forced to navigate a treacherous underworld he never imagined.
I right away from the moment this movie started, like when it really like kicked into gear, all I kept thinking about, Ed, was that movie Lucky Number 11.
Yeah.
Very, very similar in theme of like what's happening in this movie.
Like mistaken identity,
right?
Thrown
and
into
criminal underworld and multiple facets of the criminal underworld.
Yeah.
And him having to navigate it all. And I know Lucky Number 11 doesn't. That's slightly different endings, but it was like a very similar theme. And I won't talk too much about it right now. I don't mean to take the spotlight, but I was just like, dude, you guys know what? I fucking get Austin Butler now. Like, dude, he was.
Now you get him?
I mean, yeah, no, I get it. He's been around. He's popular. He's hot. But I was just like, dude, I kind of got it. Like, I know
like
he's
this
like
was just like him being a dude, and the other times he was like being
dude.
He was being somebody. You know what I mean? He was Elvis.
Yeah.
He was the fucking Dune guy, and then he was a bike rider for a bit.
Yeah,
this felt just like really casual, and there were really great moments where he was like, "I'm scared," and I was like, "I'm scared for you, dude. Like, you're kind of fucked." And I really dug it. Sorry,
he did a good job of like portraying himself as like a average Joe, I guess. Like in that, like when he got drunk, I believed it. And like you were saying, in those more emotional moments, I believed it. Like he has a lot of charisma, like on-screen charisma.
I was watching it and I was like, oh, dude, you're the next big thing.
Yeah.
I can't wait for, I wanted him and Edgar Wright to work together.
Ooh, yeah, absolutely. Like a little bit
he could have fun
comedy undertone. Yeah. I think he yes, he comes across like, especially if you've seen movies like The Bike Riders or Elvis, like maybe he takes himself a little too seriously. But from this movie, like a little bit more laid back, but like still very, like I said, a good actor. So let's get into it. What were our thoughts about this, Miguel? You're the freshest.
So fresh, so hot,
so
fresh.
I did just see it.
Just to clarify, like you watched it from beginning to end. Not including breaks, but you finished it. Don't like start acting like you know what happened in the ending if you don't know what happened in the ending.
No, I finished the whole movie.
Okay, when he skinned the cat,
I texted you guys. Oh yeah, the big moment where he he gnawed on the paw.
Yeah.
No, I texted you guys saying I've got 30 minutes left. Let me finish this movie. I did it. I watched this movie.
I'm proud of you. You can't be upset for me.
I was going to say, Dick, that Matt Smith was like the comic funny like role up until like he got the whole twist of like, oh, this all shit is like because of me or whatever. But it's like at the end of the movie when at the end of the movie when he uses the passport and he's doing the whole like, oh fucking yeah, I was like, he's having fun.
Yeah,
he's being goofy. He's being silly. He can play these roles. You fucking dick, dude. I watched this movie. Mark it down. All right?
Mark it down. Every now and again, Miguel will watch a movie from beginning to end.
No, I'll tell you this. Well, since I'm talking about it anyway, this was something that I was like, I initially started it going like a little bit of, I wasn't like in the mood to watch this movie, but we're talking about it. So now I feel like I have to watch it. And that's a recipe for disaster for me. Cause it's like, I'll find a reason to not finish this movie.
Then you can understand my concern.
I understand. Stop interrupting me. Okay.
Sorry.
But then as I kept going, I was like, the Lucky Number 11 thing kind of helped because I was like, ooh, I really did love that movie. And so I really like this like vibe of storytelling. And also it just felt like what I was thinking about by the end of this movie, it was like, this is kind of, I don't think this is a perfect movie, but it's like the perfect movie. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm, like it just feels like everything was set up and it was like from A to B to C to D. It was just perfectly like linked from beginning to end. Mm-hmm. And by the end of it, it was like, there's some bits that I felt like were, I feel like I'm calling how it's going. Mm-hmm. But then at the end of it, it was like, but at the same time, I looked back and went, wow, they really did set all this up and they landed it. So I was like, I had a great time. I thought it was a lot of fun and I would watch again when this hits HBO Max or whatever. I'm going to tell Kristen, we got to watch this movie.
It definitely feels like a movie of yesteryear, like during the early 2000s and stuff. Absolutely. Like this is the kind of movie that would be coming out regularly.
And not just because it's set back then in the 90s or whatever.
Right, yeah.
It's like, it feels like a different, like a smaller movie.
Like a smaller genre movie, like minimum, like small budget, not indie level, but you know what I mean? Like, and with a pretty respectable cast. Like it's a pretty big cast when you look at it. And it's just like of that ilk that you don't see as much these days.
They don't make movies like that anymore.
They don't make it like that. Like if it wasn't Darren Aronofsky directing it, I wondered if like maybe if this wouldn't have been just like cast aside to a streaming. You know what I mean? That's what it felt like. That could have been a streaming movie. It could have, to our like dismay, have been a streaming exactly
movie.
That's what I mean. It's like it could have easily been that movie.
But
Luis, what did you think about it?
I think you guys pretty much nailed everything that I said.
I hate
Good,
when
that's
this
it.
happens.
Why do you hate it? I love it. It makes my job easier. Like, yeah, ditto, boom. You know,
It's just
have a drunken Cutwater fight over
well,
it.
it started off with the Coen note. I said I was like, oh, it felt like a Coen movie, and then Ed said it was a Coen movie, and then you guys talked about his performance. His performance is great, and then you talk about everything's connected and landing, of course. And I think it's like it's a simple movie. You know what I mean? And as far as like his arc goes, it's very more plot heavy than it is character development. But it like it's fun within each beat. I feel like once you establish the world and you go through the whole like he works at a bar, he has a girlfriend, blah 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 blah, and then once you meet Matt Smith, the catalyst of the whole thing, things start to like let's get into it. I had a fun time. I feel like this is going to be a good Christmas movie. Like let's say you haven't seen it yet and you want to go home and you're with your family who's cool. And they're like, hey, what movie should we put on? I feel like Caught Stealing would be like a fun little caper movie, you know?
Oh, that's such a good way to put it. It's not like political leaning. It's not like some overdone like
it's
Oscar baity film.
Yeah.
It's like it's from start to finish, like jump in, jump out, have a little fun. I mean, a couple of shocking moments, you know.
Yeah.
A couple, but what movie shouldn't? You know what I mean? I think it peppered it in the right moment. It had that little beep. And then it backed out.
I do feel like it airs on the. It's like a fine tightrope. I mentioned Coen Brothers because they do such a good job of balancing like high stakes drama with dark comedy or dark humor in a lot of their films. I'm not saying all their films. Sometimes they go like full slapstick and stuff like that. But I felt like there were little moments in this where perhaps it did like get, oh, wow, that was like shockingly heavy. And I don't know how to bounce back from that or like to meet that moment with some levity afterwards. You know what I mean? Because this is almost like... It's almost like The Departed and how like and spoiler alert, we're talking about spoilers here if you haven't seen the movie, but a lot of the main cast end up dying along the way in just like unexpectedly, like slowly but surely everybody kind of just gets killed off, and especially with the Zoë Kravitz one, I think that was the hardest one to get over. Like that was like, oh, such a tonal shift. Like suddenly it was like, oh, this is
and
like
not deserved. Like it was just so, and especially when you discover it with him, you think it's such and such person does it, and it's just like, what the fuck, man? Like that, we weren't even at that point yet.
Yeah, who said you could kill her off already? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then when you
that
realize,
was like, I was surprised by that, to be honest. Like I was like,
Darren's got a dark side. Darren's got to let a little bit of that darkness.
100%.
You know, it's like, oh, there he is. He was,
which it's saying something that this is like one of his more accessible films. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I say that purely just because it feels like that. It's not like loaded with ambiguity or anything. Like where, or you know how the story resolves itself. There's no like cliffhanger or some weird psychotic breakdown in the middle of it. But it is, it definitely has those dark elements of.
I think the trailer kind of makes you think, hey, they're all going to get away with it at the end. Like it's all going to be okay.
Oh, like it's going to be like a buddy kind of.
Maybe a little bit of buddy, but whatever happens to the buddy, it's like the main guy and the girl, they're going to get away in the end.
I thought it was like going to be the three of them, like him, Matt.
Matt Smith came in really late. Like when he finally came back into the movie, it was kind of surprising. It was like the last like half hour, which I guess
we did have to go to England and back.
He was not lying about that. He did that. That blew my mind. I was like, oh, okay, fuck, he's telling the truth.
Do we want to go like, because there's so many great moments, just like beat by beat from the beginning to end, and then that could like spark conversation moments?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. First thing we know is that Matt Smith comes in and he says, hey, can you take care of my cat? At any moment that I'm saying these things and there's some cool shit that happens, interrupt me. So the movie starts out, basically he works at a bartending. Matt Smith says, take care of my cat while I'm out. I got to go see my dad who's in trouble. People investigate and he gets the shit beat out of him. First off, Austin Butler's character is like, fuck off. I'm not going to tell you where my buddy's at. Then he gets the shit beat out of him. And then he gets beaten down so badly, he loses a kidney?
Yeah, they rupture a kidney.
They rupture a kidney, and he throws out blood, and he's like, oh, that's not good. And
pisses blood.
He pisses blood. Thank you.
I don't remember that. Yeah. He pisses blood, yeah.
Just a regular Sunday morning for me, isn't it?
And then he gets run away. Like he gets hunted down. Girlfriend dies. We talked about that. At any moment, interrupt. We're almost done with the movie.
when the cop comes in and she's like explaining the very first time you meet her, all these scary people are coming by. Am I fucking with you? That whole bit. And then the cop comes in and is like, hey, can I use your John? And he like clogs up the toilet.
That cracked me up.
I know. And at that moment, I was just like, oh, and the toilet overflows. And I was just like, God damn it. Like, this day could not get any worse. And then he looked at the kitty litter and I was just like, I've lived in houses where kitty litters are also in the bathroom, and it's just like, I just cannot deal with whatever's about to happen. I thought it was about to overflow. The shit was going to be everywhere. I was just like, move on. We don't need to be here. But then when he like dug through the kitty litter to be like, what is this? I never would have done that, first off. And the fact that it was like this fake poo, and that ended up being this like whole, oh, this is a whole thing. I just was like, I don't know. That was so unexpected. Ed, did you think it was funny when he was digging through the poo, or were you like?
No, I thought it was funny. Just the cops. I've used the fucking toilet before. I died. I was the only one laughing in my theater, but I did go to like a late show on a Tuesday night. But
I don't know why, but a part of me.
When the water started overflowing and stuff like that, no, it was like gross.
Yucky.
Yuck.
No, when he started digging through it, and
I wish it was in 3D.
And he squeaks the poop. I was like, I bet Ed loves this. He's going to think this is hilarious.
Yeah.
Fake poo, yeah?
Fake poo. I mean, brilliant idea, really, if you think about it. I don't know. What's the last place people are going to look? In the cat litter box.
That's the last place they go.
And he does kind of say that, too. Like, I didn't think people were going to be digging through my cat's shit. And he's like, actually, yeah. No, fair point.
Fair point. Yeah. I'm glad we stopped on that particular moment.
No, sorry, I meant to. I had
movie.
That's the movie. It just ends on the toilet flush. Those little bits cracked me up. Good to see Regina King back in it too.
How long into the movie before you guys were like, I don't trust her? I had a specific moment where I was like, ooh, I don't think you're
good.
I don't think you're good.
I don't think you're a good cop. Where was it? I'm just curious.
That very first scene, I remember being like, she might be helpful. And it's just one of those things where it's like, oh, you don't want to dip your toe into the underworld and then also make friends with the cops. It's just like, you got to choose one side or the other. You got to go all in one way or the other. You know what I mean?
Because they also make such a big point of like, don't call the cops.
Don't call the cops.
Yeah. We didn't talk about Bad Bunny as that guy.
Yeah. But for her, it was the black and white cookie, that monologue. I was like, oh, you're bad. You know what I mean? It just was like, because there was, like I said, there's something about this movie. It was like movie. Like sometimes it was doing a movie. And you were like, oh, I see. She's like kind of monologuing. The twist hasn't happened yet, but it's coming.
It's coming.
Like, this could be it. But no, the Bad Bunny thing, I was like, look, they're really trying to push Bad Bunny as an actor. And I'm not saying I'm against it. I'm just saying, like, I bet in a few years, like Javier Bardem, okay, he came out swinging with No Country for Old Men. But
he had also been on the circuit for a long time before that, Miguel. I hope you realize.
So what I'm going to say is, Ed, all right, I'm sorry that my Cutwaters 12%, all right? And it takes me a little bit longer. No, it's just like, give Bad Bunny a few more years, and I bet you there's going to be something, If you had opened that with your teeth just now, that would have been insane.
Should I?
No, please don't.
I have a dentist appointment tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. It's like, oh, you seem to have some like major. No!
Hell yeah, dude.
No, that makes me cringe.
It didn't even crack.
Oh, dude.
Get stronger teeth, you weak teeth bitch.
That's what the dentist was going to say. He'd be like, "Oh, bitch! I bet you tried to open a Cutwater with your teeth."
Oh my god, that would have been so embarrassing. Hey, girl.
Oh, I cut my lip.
Speaking of girls, Zoe Kravitz does die in this movie.
Oh wait, hang on. Before that happens,
Oh, okay.
my god, chemistry off the charts between.
Oh
those
yeah,
two.
I was gonna say like one of my favorite, and this is probably like what added to my, you know, my biggest.
I bet you were horned up in that theater, dude.
And then the poop. No, I just, but that was like one of the reasons why I was like, I don't know, just so taken by surprise that they kind of killed her off at all, but also like so early on, like she's gone for most of the movie.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed their chemistry together, and I know that kind of adds to the emotional impact of that, but it just felt like fridging a little bit, you know. And I feel like they could have done more with that character without, or maybe killing.
You know what?
I don't know, but
what I caught
that's
from
a
that,
rough consequence. You know what I mean?
What I caught from it was they keep going back to this like early high school version of him where the kid died. And it was kind of like, hey, the people in his circle died, because it wasn't just her.
Yeah.
You know, Matt Smith died. The cat got injured. The friends at the bar, the two guys at the bar that he goes to get the key, they died.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay. It's kind of like what they're trying to say about his character is like, there's a version of him that is, kind of like the plague, you know what I mean? Like he kind of infects the people that he's around, and not necessarily to his own fault. Like it wasn't necessarily his fault that all those people died.
Right.
Even though at the end, he kind of has that moment where he's like, no, it was my fault. And it's like, I don't ever really think any of that was your fault. Like it all was kind of circumstance. But it was just like one of these dark clouds that hangs over him throughout the movie. But no, what I was going to say is chemistry off the charts is Zoe Kravitz in the Batman, and also in this movie, the way she's like, she calls him like babe, hey baby. And I was just like, oh God, I get it. I get it. Respectfully. It's just like, it just seems so effortless. Like, I don't know. At one point they like put her in the skimpy clothes or whatever. And I was just like, I just don't even think we even needed that. Like, she just shut the fuck up. She just like oozes chemistry, and it's like, I don't know, like you pair her up with these like obviously like charismatic
Kravitz gene. You know what I mean?
It's coming through strong, dude.
Yeah.
Strong.
Yeah.
American woman just busted through that scene.
I mean, just like put her in the 90s. Put her in the 2000s,
she's great. Yeah.
She's in whatever. She just, and I mean specifically on a chemistry level, it was like, my God, you guys absolutely match. I went on a tangent, obviously. But no, I was having a great time throughout this movie. I thought the characters were really fun. In the way that Lucky Number 11, I keep bringing this up, but the way that Lucky Number 11 was, it was like these big name actors were coming through. I mean, maybe it's just because it was like a Jewish mob and like something other mob, you know what I mean? But like, I just feel like these are all like kind of caricatures, but they play them so truthfully, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I get it. I love that these big name actors are coming in. Like Liev Schreiber, like I expected. There was a moment in the movie where I was like, oh fuck, we still haven't really got to that bit yet, and I know like that's coming.
No,
you know?
Right. The soup you've seen in the trailers all the time.
I was like,
okay, I gotta get to the soup part.
Like obviously that bit's coming up, so he's gonna show up sometime. But it was so late in the movie, and it's like to be, you know what I mean? Like, I love when a big name actor is like, "No, I'm here for the role. Like, I'm gonna play the bit." And
I love Liev Schreiber, like Loki. I think he's underrated, but even Vincent D'Onofrio, they bounced off of each other very well too.
What do you think of Liev Schreiber's show?
Which one? The Fixer guy.
Yeah.
I never watched that one actually.
What are you talking about?
I hold him to this
cinematic experience.
Yeah, I keep it to purely cinema.
Ray Donovan,
thank you. Ray Donovan.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that show. That was kind of a big one.
It took a big part of his life, 2013 to 2020.
And people, it was one of those like, is it Showtime?
Yeah, it was Showtime.
Yeah.
like
John
Showtime.
Voight,
Showtime had
Eddie
those
Marsan.
shows where it's like, yo, people are talking about this, but it's like, who the fuck has Showtime? You know what I mean?
Right. Because
Like,
like
I
after
think-
the third season, it usually just like
Is Showtime where Shameless was? I feel like that was one of the
Yes.
shows, and Showtime maybe also had Dexter.
Dexter.
Was that Dexter?
Yes,
Dexter.
Oh, Weeds. Yeah, yeah.
Californication.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was like a run where it was kind of like going neck and neck with HBO. There was
was
like
trying
both of
to-
them.
HBO. It's like, oh, you watch HBO? Well, I watch
HBO,
Showtime.
Right,
dude.
yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. But now it's like, I don't know. I don't really catch a lot of Showtime shows. You know?
Yeah.
No, they're floundering.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
those shows are good. The shows are good. Boardwalk Empire? No, that was HBO. That was
No,
HBO.
that's- come on.
Fucking my bad. Fucking-
That
what are we
was
talking about?
Scorsese. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're caught stealing, so.
I like the part where Matt Smith arrives and he gets hit with a bat. And then that ends up being
I
his
love
demise. Like that's just
Yeah.
like the through line
It's
of
just-
the bit. Like because when he gets hit immediately with the bat, I'm like, that should kill him.
That
And then
is-
he's like,
Yeah.
no, he keeps going. And he's going. And he's like, I don't feel well. I really shouldn't be driving. And then he does die. I'm like, okay, good. I feel like they followed through on that. Like,
Okay,
yeah, you died.
But he also gets
He's like a
hit
punk
so many
rocker, so
times.
he's like, he's
it
just like, yeah,
grows.
all right, man, I'll just keep going. Yeah, the fact that it keeps growing. And then,
I
like
love
you
that
see
bit.
his eye gets like red too, slowly but surely. You're just like, man, I don't think he's gonna be okay. And then yeah, he
One of
gets
the-
he hits
He's
the
like,
back
I
of his
really
head.
shouldn't
on
be
the-
driving
yeah.
right now. And fucking Austin Butler is still afraid to drive. He's like, I
Yeah.
can't drive, man. I can't. I really shouldn't be driving.
be driving. Oh man, Matt Smith was fun. I mean, I enjoyed him in that. Like, it's nice to see him in a not so self-serious role.
With the dragons.
With the dragons, yeah. Oh my god.
Miguel, what'd you think about him getting hit by a bat?
Oh, I was gonna say the bit. I don't know if you noticed. There was a couple of really subtle moments where he kept getting hit in the head, and it was like foreshadowing. Like this is his demise. You know what I mean? Like even in the car, one of the last times he's in the car, he bangs his head on the steering wheel, and you're like, dude, this dude just can't keep his head up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He really can't.
I will say that I don't want to maybe jump too far ahead, but the whole like car, the theme of like the car accident and like buckling up and this and that, the payoff of that in the end, like I kind of legit like my jaw dropped when it happened. I was like, this is beautiful. I love.
And you've seen that moment in the trailer so many times. Like that is like
Yeah.
the shot you see in the trailer before he goes to the title card. He's like he's like looking intensely
Oh
as he's
yeah,
driving
yeah.
towards the
But yeah, all the car bits, every time he got in the car and he was nervous to get in the car and he would tell everyone else buckle up and they wouldn't. And it's
Yeah.
like when the payoff of that happened, I was just
Yeah.
like, wow, this
It was
really good.
yeah. They had a nice number of threads running through it, like with the
So
gun
many.
lighter,
the gun lighter.
the car lighter, which obviously they came back to later.
my God. There's so many moments. There's so many. Sorry,
Yeah.
as you talk about this movie, there are really a lot of like bits and bobs and moments to call out. Like when they go into that like that club, not a club, it's like an event center, and they were like just shooting
Yeah.
up the whole place to find somebody. Like that was like a whole action sequence that was shot pretty cool.
It was shot pretty cool. I feel, see, that was like one of those moments where I felt like you could have lingered on that a little bit more, shown us a little bit more.
I don't know. I liked that. Are you talking about the Jews at the wedding or whatever at the end?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Right.
When
that was
they're,
an
when they're
event.
chasing Regina
think
King out,
Right. And I think
and they
because
like,
by
they blow it up.
that point in the movie, I had been like, well, I know this bit's coming. Like, let's get to
Right.
it.
Yeah.
And I knew, and knowing that the movie was only like an hour 45, tight movie. I kind of enjoyed the fact that they were like, we don't need to linger.
You get it.
and
You've seen
like
it, kind of thing.
Exactly.
You've
Exactly.
seen
And yeah,
Kingsman.
exactly. They could have done the whole bit, and it could have. Honestly, it could have been great. It would have been, you know what I mean, like a
Yeah.
really standout moment.
Yeah.
But I like that they were like, we don't have to do that. You know.
yeah.
Or maybe it was simply just like, hey,
I
shooting
liked it because
schedules.
it made my focus actually more on Austin Butler's character. Where like, yes, there's a
Yeah.
cool thing happening in that like building.
Yeah.
You're
All
seeing
the
it from his
tension-
perspective.
All the tension is with Austin Butler. Like he's trying to escape,
Can I-
he's trying to do this thing, and that's yeah.
I want to talk about this one moment real quick. They yank him up to the steering wheel where he's in the back seat, but they lean him forward and they zip tie him to the steering wheel. Okay. I don't know about you guys. Okay. But like, I'm not limber in this kind of sense, but the way that he went from the back seat to the front seat tied up and then he jumped forward to like sit in the front seat. I was like, okay, I believe this movement or whatever. And then there was one point where he was like, his legs were reaching towards the passenger seat so that he could get the bolt cutters so that he could like whatever. Yeah. I was like, dude, if he picks up these bolt cutters with his toes and they somehow make it to his hands and he cuts himself free, I could never do that in my entire life. And even still, he bent down and like got the cigarette lighter. I was like, I don't know how you're going to grab that cigarette lighter. Like, I spent that entire moment going like, I'm sitting in, I was on a Southwest flight recently and I was like, this chair's kind of tight. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't know that I could do all of these movements the way that Austin Butler did.
It was the minivan, you know, it was.
Well, I'll tell you what, earlier in the movie, he was butt naked in that chair, and I was like, oh, you're a skinny little boy. Look at you. You little toothpick. I was glad she fed him. Oh, my God. No, I'm 1.5 Cutwaters deep now, but I just was like, I walked away from this movie going like, fuck, I actually really enjoyed that. And I think I really liked the smaller movie setting. I liked that it was, 5 or 6, 7 different characters that all kind of like pushed him forward. I liked that Regina King kind of got a lick in right there at the end. When they squared up. Oh, right before that, when he was about to like the bald Ukrainian guy, when he was about to fight him, dude.
Didn't he go on all fours or something like that? Didn't he do his like...
Bro, he was like rabid. Like, you know what I mean? A rabbit. When he was like gonna, like, he's kind of like whatever. And then they stand up and they take the jacket off or whatever. And then when Austin Butler like, do. And it was believable because he comes across as such like a regular Joe guy that even he was like, whoa, I fucking did that. Yeah. But then I also saw cool. Dune 2. I was like, I know you can fight, dude. You know what I mean? But when he was with Regina King at the end and she even gets a lick in where she like kind of puts him on the ground. And I was like, yeah, all right, that's good. Because Regina King, she's tiny. You know what I mean?
Well, he's also like been like through the whole movie. He was kind of like run through the ringer. He had like just had a kidney operation.
Yeah,
which the stitches for which got pulled out. And amongst other things. But yeah, he gets the fact that he was able to like stand up for himself later. He surprised himself when he beat up that Russian guy.
Early in the movie, after he's gotten the kidney out and he goes home and he realizes they're in his apartment and he has that whole bit where he like reaches over to open the window and then he accidentally like slips and he's like dangling. The entire time I was like, they did a really great job of telling me how fucked up his kidney and all that is, because the entire time he was like hanging on by the ledge, I was like, I can like feel like even just the gravity of just holding yourself.
Yeah.
It's like, absolutely. Oh fuck, that's gotta be fucking him up. And I can't even remember how he made his way back into the house, but it was like that. I believed everything that happened to him,
That's such a great point. Like this thing may have not have been like big character arc or whatever, but it was like a master class of how you should do a scene and direct a scene and how to build tension and how to really squeeze everything out of that moment, how to
squeeze.
And to like how to connect everything and just to have each shot and frame and movement tell something that makes you go, oh, my side. Like that is, you're totally right. I think this is I saw it for a second time. I think this is like a very good, like rewatchable movie.
Yeah.
Like I said, back in the day, this would be that kind of movie if it was on like, TBS or something, just like on regular cable, you would kind of tune in. Watch it, TNT maybe.
This would have come out at Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? And run for a few weekends, and then made its way to DVD in January, and it would have like a cult following. You know what I mean?
College kids would have it. You know what I mean?
College kids, dude, you gotta watch Caught Stealing, dude. Aronofsky, bro. Have you?
Damn, his girl dies, bro.
Bro, the way you think she's gonna live and she doesn't,
and she fucking dies.
But it just feels like that. And again, it's not because they set the movie in the time. Like, it's like, it just, I don't know.
I feel like even then, like it didn't feel like so in your face, like they were going out of your way to convince you it was of that time. They just captured such a good portion of New York that felt authentic and gritty, and I mean, of that time, definitely, but like they weren't like overdoing it. It was all very casual, very natural.
Such small moments that I feel like in some movies they would really linger on, and it would be like, 100%. I get it. When he hands him the cell phone in the storage locker and he's like, "Don't use all my minutes," it's like, yeah, that's kind of like a tropey way of saying like what year you're in, but they didn't linger on it, so it's like it didn't feel like
it wasn't a big thing. How do I use this thing?
Exactly.
A lot of pay phones, a lot of house phones.
Yes. A lot of,
but again, without being
machines.
sticky. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I you guys can keep talking if you want, but I was surprised at how much I liked this movie.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I didn't think you would want to. I didn't know if I was going to get around to it, But I mean, Darren Aronofsky. I mean, I've seen, I think, every movie of his in theaters since Black Swan, which isn't saying much. Black Swan.
I know. Sorry.
But
I was blown away. I saw an interview.
It was a good movie. I think people should check it out.
I saw an interview with Aronofsky where he was like, "I was going to make this because like it's based on a book or something." I think.
Yeah, it's based on a book.
And him and the writer had talked about doing this movie like in the 90s, like early 90s. But they never got around to it or whatever. And then like 30 years later, the guy called him up and was like, "Hey, I think you could still make this movie if you're interested." And he was like, "Yeah, I kind of do." Aronofsky was like, "Yeah, I kind of do want to make this." And it was like, he was saying like, if I had made it back then, it would have been a totally different movie because my sensibility has just matured over these years. And it's like, I thought it was like, I don't know, perfect timing because it was like, big name actors, but they just felt so natural. Organic and natural.
It didn't feel like it just wasn't the casting for the sake of the casting.
Exactly. Whereas early 90s and maybe like a younger director, you would have been like, let me get some sort of big name
Leonardo
role to sell the movie.
DiCaprio.
Exactly. Well, exactly. Like we got to sell the movie. Whereas here it's like, I don't know, they were even worried about selling this movie. It just came out, But anyway, dude, caught stealing. Would watch again.
Honestly surprised about, I feel like it grows, right?
It grows? Did you say like it grows like it grows on you or it
grows
gross?
on you? It grows on you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, talking it out with you guys, it's already growing on me more, You're
crying right now. Look at you.
Yeah. I just miss Zoe.
Man, when that cat got fucking hurt up, I was pissed.
Bro, I thought I missed something when he was like, the cat bit me, so I kicked it. I was kind of like, hey, you need to die. Okay. I don't wish death on anyone, but why are you hurting animals?
Who was it? I want to say it was Zoë Kravitz's character who was just like, like these guys hurt a cat. That's how serious they are. Like, she did. And then sad. Makes me sad.
You know what? She had a really great moment.
I don't know if that bit sits well with me, but you know what? Austin Butler definitely played it out well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but it's that fine line of like you're just kind of undercutting something like super heavy with humor. The very next scene, but it wasn't that. I think they kind of bled into it like. Obviously that was like a huge loss for him, and from then on, you watched him kind of like resisting the drinking and the drugs and stuff like that.
Man, when he started drinking, I was like, "This can't be good."
No, and
you only got one kidney, bro. You got one kidney.
Yeah. And then at the end, he stays true. There was one Zoe. I don't mean to linger. I know we're trying to wrap up, but there was one moment.
You're the one wrapping.
Well, I'm trying to. Shut up, Ed. There was one moment where Zoe Kravitz, where she really like got me, was when he's like drunk after the bar, and she like goes and she picks him up, and she's even kind of like chewing the bartender out, like, oh, why don't you serve him another drink? You know what I mean? And she's being kind of like the caring girlfriend. Like, I have to care for this person, you know? And he gets out there and he has this whole moment where he's like, and my life's trash. And she goes, oh, it's trash? And he was like, oh, but. And she kind of just like doesn't even let him explain. Like, she just gets in a cab and goes away. And I was like, good for her, because it's like, don't sit around, don't linger. Like, no, you said what you said, and we're not going to fucking, like, you need to whatever. But then the very next time he sees her again, she immediately is like, I can tell you still need help. And I can understand that that one moment does not define who you are, you know? And I just kind of was like, I really bought into the love that they had for each other. And I thought that was sincere.
Even though, you know, they played with it in like a lighter, you know, with a light attitude, you know, they kept saying like, you know, call me, you know, my number kind of thing, got my number. Like, didn't know when they were going to hang out next. Like, the first time we see her, she's just like getting off a shift, working ambulance, I guess, or something. She's like a medic. But yeah, like it's semi-casual, and then they do have that conversation later on. Yeah, you know, I just wanted more of a. I could have watched a movie about their relationship. You know what I mean? But what we got was great. Good.
It'll be a Paramount Plus show.
Yeah,
a prequel to Caught Stealing. You know,
Caught Loving.
Caught Loving.
Yeah, that's so
Caught Fucking.
This movie had a budget of $40 million. Currently, it's made $27 million worldwide.
Oh, yeah, that's a bummer.
It hit.
Yeah, and you know what? You're right. If this was the 2000s, I think the DVD sales of this would have been great. You know, it would have picked up.
Damn, I feel bad.
Yeah. No, but I mean, you know, we could check it out. You know, definitely check it out, and it may not be in theaters anymore when we talk about it, but you can definitely get it somehow.
Yeah.
All right, dude. Well, that was our feature discussion. Hey, this is good. We're moving, we're grooving. An hour. Come on.
Yeah. Do you want to keep going?
We should do a full episode this week. We should try.
We're out of practice.
We got 20 more minutes in us. That's fine.
I do love the one news story. That was pretty cool. Okay. Google Drive, episode 176, opening Google Drive. Miguel.
All right. So what we're into.
Yeah. So what we're into. Do you want to go first? Or
listen, I'll get this out of the way. So I was already like a couple weeks late to this, and by now we're like, the internet has moved on from this, but I just wanted to ask you guys, have you guys seen this documentary, Unknown Number?
Is it on Netflix?
It's on Netflix. Do you guys know what I'm talking about without spoiling it?
No.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what this is.
No.
Okay. Then I tell you what, I won't do too much spoiling. You guys can watch it or not watch it, but most people already know about Unknown Number, dude. I'll give you the premise. It's a small town in fucking bumfuck America, and they open it by being like, we have like one school. The school building is like kindergarten through high school, and it's like the one school for the whole town.
They have like that was my school. Okay, yeah,
exactly. So you get it, and then it's like the town has like one stoplight and 2 bars. That's what they said. Okay. So that's just to put you in the scheme of it.
I'm there.
And it follows a high school girl and a boy who are dating, and then one day they get a group chat between the boyfriend and the girlfriend and one unknown number. And the unknown number, you realize, is like this bully. They're saying, no, actually, I'll spoil this. No killing. Okay. This is not a murder documentary, which I know is my thing, but it's, they start really bullying the girl. They bully the friendship. They're like, you know, I'm fucking your boyfriend. And
who added this number in there? Like, it was just 2 of them. Who added the
unknown? The unknown number started the group chat. And then it like bullied the 2 of them for like a year or 2 straight.
Why did they block them?
That's the thing is, it's they were using like a VPN type service where it's like every time they blocked the number, they would just come back with another number. You know what I mean? And it was this whole scheme because it was like a small town, right? And then they were trying to figure out who was doing it, and they figure it's like some bully girl in the other grade or whatever. And they're like, well, let's talk about XYZ in front of these kids and see if it comes up in the group chat. And then it would.
Classic.
So they would start pointing fingers at certain kids, like, it must be you, it must be you, it must be you.
Yeah.
And the whole thing about unknown number is the reveal, and I don't want to give it away, but it's like when you find out like who's doing the bullying through the phone, it is kind of like, it's like a
it was my cousin, you know.
bingo, it was the cousin. And they interview the cousin at one point.
I'm not gonna watch
well
this.
at this point the internet knows what it is. Can I spoil it for you? Do you give a shit?
No, go for it.
Go for it.
Okay, I'll spoil it now. Spoiler for unknown number. And again, at this point, you already know if you're listening to this. It's the fucking girls. The girl is getting bullied. Okay.
Yeah.
And then like the entire thing is like
The mom?
her mom, the boyfriend's mom, the families are coming together to like find out who the bully is.
It's the mom.
And then they reveal it, and it's the girlfriend's mom. It's like the girl herself.
I knew it was family.
Her mom. I know when you said
family.
I know when you said, I was like, you motherfucker, dude, you would have called it so fast. And it's like the reveal of the century, because the first half of the documentary, the great thing about this Netflix documentary is they get the mom to like do interviews through the Netflix documentary, and they frame the whole first half of the documentary as she's like, I didn't know who it was. And I was like, I was going to the school. She was a victim, and I was trying to console her, and I was trying to figure out, because I was going to figure out who was doing it, was what she says basically. And the entire time is like, it was you were doing it.
Wow.
It ended up being the twist of the century. And it's just like a lot of really just like jaw dropping, like unsettling moments when the cops show up at the house, and the family's there, and they tell the girl and the mom at the same time, and the mom tries to like console the daughter, like, oh my God, I'm here for you. And it's like, what do you mean? You are the one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, it's just a really sickening moment. And it was just like a really solid documentary.
It's a series or a video, just a movie?
It's a documentary.
Just like
one single
documentary.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, it's not a
now
series.
I spoiled it for you, Ed.
It's not a series. It's like one, like literally hour and a half.
It's like 2 hours.
It's like
a little shorter than 2 hours. And
dude, I feel like all documentaries on Netflix is a series, so the fact that it's so short is
generally.
nice.
And this really could have been like the first 2 episodes, and they could have dived a little deeper, because apparently if you go on the internet, there's like a whole like deep dive into all these things that the documentary didn't cover. Like, they really kind of like loosely frame the whole story, where later you realize like a lot of people were kind of clued into the fact that the mom was doing this. And they were like, I think this lady is fucking crazy. You should look into her. And it took a while to like really like lock her down.
Right.
The FBI had to come in. Like, it was like the FBI guy was like, I finally figured it out. It was like on IP addresses. He was like, it has to be this person because they're the only one with this IP address.
Wow.
And then it turns out like the mom has like been like hiding a lot of like financial issues, and like they got evicted like 4 times. And the husband was like working full time to provide, but he thought she also had like 2 separate jobs. And then the day he finds out that she's like the bully, he also finds out that she's been like unemployed for like 3 years or whatever. And so it's like, she's had all this time to like mastermind this whole thing, because she's just like a narcissist.
Why though?
Like,
why is she bullying?
She's mentally ill, and she tries to like frame it under certain excuses, but it really is just kind of like a bit of like Munchausen syndrome, if you know what that is, where she's trying to like.
Do you feel like you're hurt, but you're not?
A little bit of it's like living through her, but also like, let me hurt her so that she can turn around and come to me and be like, mommy, I need help. And the mom is like, oh, sweet baby, I've got you. So it's a little bit of like this really gross thing. And what's crazy is like some of the things she was sending were really absolutely graphic, like pornographic things that she was saying. And a lot of people were like, she needs to be like registered as a sex offender, but for some of the things she was doing. And she kind of got off. Like, she got like 1.5 years in jail and was then released, and has to be. And that's the gross thing is, there was one point in the documentary where she's like, and you know what? Like, everyone breaks the law. and I just got caught. And it was like, you kind of like psychologically traumatize your kid, your own child. No, dude, it's fucked up. And especially if you see her.
Yeah.
No, I'm telling you, dude, no, unknown number. It was like, I mean, 10 out of 10 for the reveal alone. It was like, oh my God, this is who it is. But yeah, no, that's kind of like that. That was a couple weeks back that I was into that, and I'm still kind of catching up with Severance. I'm still catching up with Outlander. I'm playing.
Okay, I have a question. What episode of Severance are you in?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm still in season 2. I think
3, episode 3,
like 3 or 4, maybe.
Okay,
I'm about halfway through the season.
This is fantastic. Episode 3, good.
Yeah,
I had a feeling it was episode. What are your thoughts so far? What are your thoughts so far? Ed, have you seen Severance or no?
Ed, have you
seen Severance or no? Yeah, have you ever seen it in your life?
No.
Okay, well then, no. Whatever. Miguel, what's your feelings right now at season 2?
I tell you this, man, ramping it up. The production value is phenomenal. I think the storyline where it's going, the whole like waterfall episode was really good. I'm really
so you've gone to the waterfall episode. Okay. The one outside.
Yeah. I'm past that already.
Okay, great. Because I think it was before the waterfall episode, I was having issues with season 2. I felt like there was a real like trying to reset and restart. But I guess it's been a while since I watched season 1. So I didn't watch season 1 back to season 2, but jumping into season 2 after like a year, it's like, what is this? Feels like the pacing was very odd. And then when I got to that 4th waterfall episode, I was like, okay, now I'm locking in a lot more.
No, I tell you this, I think I mentioned it already, but I did watch it like back to back, season 1 straight into season 2. And season 1 ends on such a good moment. So the fact that they were able to jump for me to jump right into it was really great.
It does.
I'm super into it. I can't wait. I'm trying to dodge all of the Severance spoilers because it's like it's already come out and people are like just now like willy-nilly just like talking about it.
And you love spoilers.
Not for things that I'm watching.
You're drawn to it like a bee is drawn to pollen and a flower.
Pollen, yeah. Fuck, you got to pollinate something, yeah. That's what Mark and Helly said to each other. You know what I mean? You don't get that.
I don't.
But they're fucking.
Or Helly.
Oh.
What the hell?
No, that was such a good moment. Such a good moment. I had a lot of feelings about that. But yeah, no, it's it's a good show. Well, don't spoil it. I'm not there yet. I'm gonna
talk about it later.
I'll get there one day, I guess. Maybe.
I'll finish Alien Earth before Ed watches Severance season 1.
That's true. Ed, Alien Earth.
Alien Earth. I bet you. In fact, I bet you a bottle of whiskey, Ed. That I will finish. What, you didn't even let me finish? Can I finish? I'll finish Alien Earth before you finish Severance 1 and 2.
Yeah, I mean, no, I know you will.
Bottle of whiskey?
No, I'm not going along with that because
why not?
Because
I'll finish Alien Earth.
I know, because you should. But 2, because I haven't even started Severance. You've started Alien Earth. There's 2 seasons of Severance. I only just started the studio.
Clever girl.
I'm also watching Alien Earth. You know,
I don't know. I just feel like I could say this to Luis, and Luis would be like, "Yeah, hell yeah, give me that bottle of whiskey." You know what I mean? You don't want a bottle of whiskey?
We've already been down that road, and I've given you a bottle of whiskey, and you know
what happened?
The Queen died.
Gotta wait for the next one.
Yeah. When's Charlie gonna go? But yeah, no, I don't take that bet. Sorry.
All right, sorry. Okay, Ed, go ahead. You were talking about Alien Earth.
Just keeping up with it. Season finale is going to be next week, so you got to be caught up with it. Yeah,
I've fucking saved it. I've downloaded it. Yeah.
Okay. The next one's the finale.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we should be talking about it next Wednesday.
What? I've caught up. I had to watch it, and I gotta say, it can't be the finale. Like, I feel like we have so much
There's
more.
A lot going on.
We have just got going, you know, and I feel like We gotta
a
keep
lot
going.
has happened too. But
A lot has happened
too.
but I feel like.
But they are talking. I think they're going to do at least 2 seasons. I think
fucking
is
better
what they
do
said.
at least 2 seasons. I think this 2 seasons is 1 season. Like they're setting it up for 1 season, but please, I'm sad that it's going to be the next one. But let me tell you what, Ed, I'm loving this series. I love it more than Alien Romulus, and I will also say that I think this is making me love Alien just more in general. This is a moment. The whole thing. It's like this is the moment when humanity is at its peak. And then shit's just gonna fucking go downhill from there. Like this is the peak of the mountain, you know? And now you're getting attacked, you know.
And we got to thank Noah Hawley for it. Like
Noah?
I was just saying, I was telling a friend to give it a watch because
what friend?
nobody asked for this mic at work. Nobody was asking for an Alien series, but like this has already gone way past my expectations for it, even for Noah Hawley. I just like they've done some really interesting things with it. Like you say, there is a lot going on. I don't know how they're going to wrap it up. Probably,
gonna be sad.
It's all gonna. It's a good as sad rainy day
when it happens.
That was like a Seth Rogen laugh. We won't talk. We'll save like spoiler talks for like next week. But it's been great so far. What did I miss?
Something's happening on screen and I can't explain it. Hopefully she'll. How are you doing that? Hold on.
Did I?
Go to youtube.com/ipunchdrunknerd. Alien Earth. That's next week. Next week we're going to talk about Alien Earth finale. We'll find somebody. Maybe Steven. I think Steven might be watching. We can bring him on aboard. Miguel, will you watch? Well, I don't know what's going to happen. Actually,
you know what? I'm going to try. I'm going to try because I want to, but also like, when was the last time we had Steven on? That'd be fun.
Yeah. The problem is, and we're going to workshop it here. No, I'm agreeing. Sorry, the problem here is that next week, and we're workshopping. It's fine. Tuesday is when it comes out, the finale. Yeah. And Wednesdays are where we record. So
I mean, it could be
really
perfect.
You have to be watching the show. You have to be caught up by Tuesday.
They're so long. Every episode is an hour.
That's what I mean. Maybe we wait a week.
Hey, no, don't wait for me.
Can't, because then that pushes our whole October schedule back.
Okay, junior producer. Right, I see you, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. He's like, that calendar is synced up, dude.
No, next week, make it happen, Miguel. Whatever you got to do. You managed to throw in Court Stealing, and I commend you for that. But if you do this, I tell you what, Miguel, if you get this done in the next week, then I'll get you that bottle of whiskey. How about that?
Oh,
no Fortnite this week, Miguel. No Fortnite. All those Fortnite hours.
Every time you think I could just like play Fortnite for 2 hours. No, just stop and watch one Alien Earth episode.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's like there's 7 days in a week. If I start right now, I'm already 2 days.
It's one episode a day.
You got
to get back and finish that second episode. Let's be honest.
I'm almost done with that one. Yeah.
You didn't finish it, though, did you?
Baby. It's good.
We've come such a long way too. So much has happened since then.
I know, dude. I love it. I love seeing the downfall. I'm ready to go. I can't believe it's almost done. To be honest, I feel like we got so much more to go. So will that be a detriment to the review? Find out next week when we talk about Alien Earth. Speaking of old franchises, let me talk about some old franchises that I've been revisiting randomly.
Ooh.
Did you know Beavis and Butthead had a revival, like a new season? Happened years ago. I watched an episode of that. It was pretty funny. Same guy obviously did King of the Hill, and funny enough, Mike Judge. And it's so funny to hear Butthead, because Butthead is clearly Hank Hill, just in a different register.
When you go back and see it, yeah.
I just finished King of the Hill, and I'm watching Beavis and Butthead. He's like, oh, what are you doing, Beavis? Like the way that it's like that's Hank Hill.
What is it on?
Hulu, Paramount Plus, either or, one of those two.
Oh, okay. All right. I've never actually watched a Beavis and Butthead episode.
You know why I did this is because Fortnite had Beavis and Butthead skins.
They did, yeah, they did.
Another old franchise I've been revisiting is South Park. I started watching South Park's newest season, and it's been a while since I've watched South Park. I think it's been at least 4 years minimum.
Nice.
The last time I watched it was during like the Member Berries season.
Yeah,
that was a long time ago.
That was a while ago too.
It was a while ago. Watching this one, very fun. And then I also watched Eddington because I was on a plane to Florida. So I was
trying to figure out what that meant. It was like Eddie. Did he watch Ed and Eddie? Since this was like a retrospective.
Yes.
No. Did you like it?
I did like it. And you know what's nice is I got to hear your podcast review afterwards. So
nice.
I was in the air watching it, and then I was in the air listening to you guys talk about it as I like just closed my eyes and rested. It was really nice. I think it's the same comment. I think it really captured that era of being in COVID and how everyone treated each other. It was very shocking, obviously, near the end when, what's his name? A spoiler alert. When Pedro Pascal gets shot, I'm like, "Ugh!" And then things kind of transition and move over. But what I will say about Ari Aster is that like he has a theme throughout his movies, which it's like people who have no control. Like how do people deal when they have no control in their lives? Like it's just like they are pawns, or they are just like don't have the ability to have control. What's the first movie he did? The Witch, right? No.
Hereditary.
Hereditary. 2 cans in, baby. Toni Collette had no control whether she was going to become kind of like the new witch. She was already pre-chosen, and everything was just kind of like an orchestrated play. And then you go to Midsummer, and everything was just like, we tricked you into our camp, and now we've played you into exactly the positions we want you to be in. And then you have Beau is Afraid, where Beau obviously feels like he has no control in his life. He's just at the behest of everyone else. And he is afraid to go into his apartment because the world is just bigger for him, and he can't have any agency. And then you go here in Eddington when you have, what's his name? Who is like
Joaquin Phoenix,
again, playing kind of like this similar character. I feel like he's been playing a lot lately. Of just somebody who doesn't have a grip in his life, in his world, and feel like it's slipping away from him. And he tries to, he tries to make forward steps, but then things just, get overwhelming. And,
or he pushes people away by trying to take hold of it.
Yeah. It's like, sometimes that's just who he is as a person. And Miguel had a really great point. And when I listened to the episode was,
cool.
You feel for each character at certain moments in the movie. And I love that because it's true. There are moments when you feel for each single character, even if they're terrible or really good, or obviously if they're good, but you have a moment like, oh, I understand and feel them. And so you're able to kind of enjoy the movie. Thanks for listening.
I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah. No, I liked it. It was good. I feel like it really kind of put in perspective what Ari Aster is doing, if that makes sense. Like before, I felt like he was, I couldn't really pin him down, especially with Beau is Afraid. And then I see in this trailer.
Beau is Afraid was a huge wild card.
It was a wild, and I was like, okay, now we're doing this movie. How does this all tie together? But I feel more, I don't know,
in sync with where his career is going. I think it's definitely one of the more underrated films of the year. Like I wish more people were talking about it. I think it will probably just get overlooked come award season, but I think it has something to offer, especially in the times right now. A
lot of great director movies coming out this year. We have obviously Ari Aster for Eddington. We have Darren Aronofsky, P.T. Anderson, Guillermo del Toro. Like you have these elite directors coming out to play this year.
Yeah. We're very lucky. Our cup of
like Zach Kreger or whatever for weapons. You know what I mean? Like
Zach Kreger. We also had a fucking the Sinners. What's his
Sinners,
name?
Ryan Coogler.
Ryan Coogler moment.
Yeah, Ryan Coogler is like joining the upper echelon, I feel like, of directors.
Oh, for sure.
He's
Sinners,
ready. Yeah,
he was already there, but I feel like Sinners is like what cemented it.
Because he had only done franchise movies mostly.
Well, he did Fruitvale Station. He did Fruitvale Station.
That was like his first entry onto the scene. But this was like his equivalent to Christopher Nolan's Inception.
Yes. I feel like what I feel like is that the universe was like, we know what you're doing, buddy. We know you're talented. We know you're really good. We've seen your like, very indie work, and now you're doing the whole Hollywood thing. But we see you, and people were able to trust that into Sinners, and that's what I think is really cool. Is like even when he was doing blockbuster stuff, people still recognized the power,
the talent
that he had.
Absolutely, yeah. And he's now got that, holds that, like he's able to use that now to the best of his abilities. Like this was like Sinners was like a big, I don't know. They made a big puff about how much of a financial risk it was, but it ended up paying off beautifully. And it's still very much at the top of the Oscar conversation right now.
That's going to be, I think I said it on the episode, it was like that's going to be like the Everything Everywhere All at Once of the year, where it's like it came out so early in the year, but it's still dude, word of mouth is going to carry it.
It was a moment, it was a moment of time. Like people were really buzzing about that film. Yeah,
I'll go watch it right now. I fucking love that movie.
I fucking love that movie.
I just realized we also have Edgar Wright coming out with his movie Running Man. We also have what's it called?
James Cameron.
Oh my god, I forgot about James Cameron. And
Avatar?
then we have what's his name? Ryan Johnson. I feel like I like Ryan Johnson.
Yeah, we do.
Maybe people.
I love Ryan
Knives
Johnson.
Out. Yeah.
No, 100%. He's up there.
Yeah. The nerds hate him, and I think that's the thing that sucks. I love Ryan Johnson.
You say nerds hate him?
I was locked in. Yeah, I was like locked in on Breaking Bad. His Star Wars movie, that's the one I like the most of those trilogy.
Right.
And people fucking hated that movie. So when I think about Ryan Johnson, like I think Knives Out is like the thing that's like his redemption as far as like public attention or whatever. But I would love for like the one more thing, which kind of sucks because he's always doing something,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he did the Breaking Bad episodes, right? And then he did Poker Face.
I mean, some of the best
thing.
Oh yeah, Poker Face, and people really like that show too. I really gotta
it's
get
great.
onto it.
I love it. It's like it's one of those shows where.
Do you like Adrian Brody, Miguel? I feel like you do.
I think it's like a kind of hit or miss thing for me. Like I've definitely seen things where I really like him.
You wouldn't want to hang out with him in a room.
But then that Oscar speech from last year, like I kind of like, maybe not. Maybe
do you
we're
think
not.
That he
friends.
likes Adrian Brody. That's a better question.
Whoa!
I think he, as he was saying, I think he wouldn't want to hang out with him as a person, but I think he respects him as an actor.
First off, that's how I want to frame all the questions from now on in the podcast is whoever you're trying to ask the other person, hey, Luis, what do you think Ed thinks about whatever? You know what I mean?
It only works for you two. It works for you two because you know each other since high school.
Oh my God. That's good. I love that. Cause that would enrage me. You know what I mean? If you just keep doing it, you want to talk about the thing that I'm super excited. Hey, real quick. Hey, Ed, what do you think Miguel thinks about this? You motherfucker.
What do you think Miguel thought of Alien Earth? Whoa, don't get me started.
I don't even know. What an episode, you guys. Dude, this has been so much fun.
This is a good one.
Good. We finally got a Cutwater.
I've been pushing for this, you know?
How much do you have left?
Like maybe half of the second one.
My can is empty.
I'm not going to have another one after this.
I don't need another one.
Oh. Now we're entering into the Punch Drunk Nerd After Dark episode where we talk about whatever we want.
Where we really get into the drunk of it all.
No, you have to pay for Patreon for that one. Just kidding. Everything is free. Thank you guys for listening to Punch Drunk Nerd. Remember to like, subscribe. All right. Keep us growing to 1K. And then, that's all. Tune in next week. We're going to talk about Alien Earth. Wait, what
hang
happened?
on. Hang on. I'm 1.5 Cutwaters deep. If we get to 1K subscribers if we get to 1K followers on Instagram, I feel
You
like
get me a bottle of whiskey.
No, we got to do something crazy. Be like, I'll shave off.
Suck each other's dicks.
Thanks, guys. I'm Miguel. Thank you guys so much for being here. No, I'm like, what is it? Like, I'll donate $100 to charity or something, or like I'll shave off.
That's cool.
Or like I'll shave off my eyebrows. You know what I mean?
I've been thinking about getting a tattoo.
And then go. I'll get a tattoo. Let's do it. We'll get a Punch Drunk Nerd tattoo.
My first tattoo is a Punch Drunk Nerd tattoo.
Your first one, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, babe, come on.
I never had. Yeah.
That's
all right. Well, anyway, I love this.
Skin.
We'll do an audience participation. If we get 1K subscribers or followers on Instagram, we'll do like the Punch Drunk like PDN logo somewhere, like right on the ass cheek. You know what I mean?
Okay. Great. And then until next time, it's been me. All right, later, Gators.